Assalamu alaikum kids, I hope everyone is fine. So today we are going to start our new chapter number 6, water and power. Obviously water is very important element for our lives, as we 70% of our earth is made up of water. If you have ever seen the globe, it is usually made up of green and blues color. Blue shows the water on the earth and green shows the greenery on the earth. So without water we cannot survive, without water we cannot live. It's very important part. So let's read it out what this chapter says. We cannot do without water. Water is an important natural resource. Natural resources are those things which are found on or in the earth, or mostly in the large quantities. Alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala blessed us with a lot of the rainfalls. In those areas, those are the desert areas where the amount of the rainfall is usually less, such as the Thar and Thal type areas. They always usually found in the lack of the water. So we should save and preserve the huge amount of the water to use it in the future. That's why our government is always trying to develop more amount of the dams so we can save our water. Almost 3/4 of the earth is covered by water and the rest by the land. Water is found in different places on the land, and there is plenty of water in the sea. The difference is that water on land is usually fresh, but sea water is salty. Usually we cannot use the sea water for drinking, as it is very much salty. We can always use the water on the land because that is fresh. The amount of fresh water on the land is very small, only 3%, as compared to the amount of sea water. कभी आपने देखा है समंदर कितना वास्ट होता है, तो इस वजह से वो कह रहे हैं. We use fresh water for most of our needs. The water on the earth is heated by the sun. Now let's read out the water cycle. Usually the water on the earth, either in the form of the sea, rivers, canals, when it is heated by the sun, when the sun rays falls on them, some of it turns into water vapors. So usually some portion of the water turns into water vapors, bukharat की सूरत में जाता है, and rises to form a cloud, and it goes upward to the sky and they form the cloud. When the clouds are heavy with water, when these clouds are filled with the water, a huge amount of the water, tiny drops fall to the earth as rain. So it gives us the rain. But the winds do not carry rain filled clouds to all parts of the earth. Some parts do not get any rain and remains very dry. As I told you that there are many countries in the world who remain dry. Other parts of the earth get very heavy showers of the rain. In the colder parts of the earth and on the high mountain, this moisture falls as snow. As we observe that in the areas, the hilly areas of Pakistan, we can observe the snow falling. So what happens that when the clouds reach on the high mountains, so this moisture becomes very जब उसके नीचे से भी ठंड बहुत ज़्यादा होती है तो वो बर्फ़ बन जाती है. In some places the snow forms glaciers in the mountains. In summers the snow melts when the summers happens, and the sunlight will be at the extreme. The snow melts and increases the amount of water in the river flowing down the mountains. So this is the water cycle. And okay student, today we'll be reading out this paragraph, because there are a lot of questions from this paragraph that are important, and you will also draw this drawing on your copy and label it and send it to me. If you have any query regarding this lesson, please feel free to ask. Thank you everyone.